to this video. Today I'm going to be taking this pop figure and destroying her. I am sorry in advance. But I'm going to be turning her into Tia. For those of you, this is my baby girl. This is Tia. Tia Poppy. Oh, my baby. She is very cute. I love her. Anyway, so first things first, we need to take off all the unnecessary items like the ball and her ponytail, as well as her cleats, because Tia does not wear cleats. But, you know, just destroying it, really, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, soccer lady. You are beautiful. You did not need this to happen to you, but I'm doing it anyway because I can. But here I'm just sawing off her legs. I actually got these saws from one of my jewelry classes from my first year of college. Isn't it great? Just like, as time goes on, your art supplies just pile. I have so many containers that are just full of random stuff that I'm like, I don't know what to do with this now, but I'll do something with it eventually. And maybe that would be a fun thing to do for a video. Just like, let's just use the crap I already have. Because I have so many other figurines that are broken and just disheveled that I'm like, I don't know what to do with this, but I could use this wing for something, or this head. I do have a head in my box. I also have a body of like a Monster High doll in my box. It's like, oh, I can turn this into Zane, and then I never did it. Maybe I can do that for a video. Tell me if you're interested in seeing a Monster High Zane doll. I bought a bunch of stuff to make him, but I guess I lost interest and forgot about it. But anyway, here's my baby. We're drawing her hair, or sculpting her hair. I don't know what I'm doing apparently right now. But sculpting her hair, making it flow in the wind because she's obviously running. I don't know if she's scared. I think she's just having a good time. She's just walking around the meadow, having a good time. You don't know this because I didn't show it on camera, but this girl can't stand by herself, even when it was just the regular sport girl. Like, she couldn't stand. She would just flop over. I don't know what they were expecting. Like, I know a lot of people just keep their Funko Pops in a box, but I like to have them out and, like, you know, around my room that's not in a box. I don't know if that is bad, but I had them in boxes for the longest time, and eventually I was just like, I need them out of the box. I want to be able to hold them and enjoy them after I spent so much money. But she didn't stand at all, so you will see. Eventually I'm going to be making a little stand for her, which I really liked. But yeah, she's definitely running in sort of a meadow thing. Her hair, it's so fun. I haven't done this in a while. I used to make a lot of Funko Pops. They were just like the classic DIY Funko Pop, and then you just add clay, which, another thing I need to talk about. The reason why I'm using the soccer lady to make Tia is the DIY Funko Pops have raised up in prices so much. Like, the girl is $11, I think, on Amazon, and then the dude is somewhere around $14, which back in the day when I first started this, the girl was like $9 and the guy was like $10, and you know, it's still expensive for, you know, whatever. That's fine. The epoxy I use is a lot of money for me, I guess. It's like $20 for getting the little things of epoxy I have, which is a lot, you know, if you're using it. But anyway, but now they're like so expensive to get, and I'm like, I don't want to spend $14 on a dude pop that I'm just gonna put clay over. So I found this soccer lady for around $8 on Amazon, and you know, I'm very happy with it because it's a lot more animated and less I'm going to punch you in the face. Because if you've seen what the DIY Funko Pops look like, they look like angry boys. Just line them up. Who we gotta fight today? That's what I think when I see them. So it is a lot nicer to have a animated body for her. And then here is the J. There's a story about this. Again, like I said, I have a bunch of crap in my art box that I don't know what to do with. This J was one of them. A friend of mine named Kylie, she got me this J in one of our little boxes we send each other. And I was like, oh, that's so cool, because Jay, obviously I love Jay from Ninjago, and that's what it was for. But I was like, I don't know where I want to do with this, if I want to frame it or, you know, do whatever with it. So it's just been in my box. And then I realized I need something for her to stand on. I have a bunch of pots, but I want to put plants in the pots. I don't want to destroy them by putting my pot figure on them. So I was like, I can use the J and make a tiny little land for her. And I'm very, very happy with the final product of it. But isn't that just so cool? It's just, you keep it and then you get an idea. It's like, oh wow, I know what to do with that now. I didn't know what to do with it back then, but now you do. And it's just, that's one of the reasons why I like to hoard my stuff. I'm not a hoarder, I promise. Like, I've thrown away a bunch of stuff and I feel bad for throwing it away, but it's like, you have to know at some point you're not going to use that, or it's so small, like there's so little of it, it's like you can't do anything with it. You have to throw it away, which I've had to do that a lot. But when you do keep something for a long period of time and then you can do something with it, it feels so good to be able to do that. I love it. And then you can craft it and send it off to somebody, because I don't like keeping all my stuff. I mean, I do like keeping stuff. I have this, you know, little Tia pop that I have, as well as a bunch of other things. But I feel like it's a lot more fun when you're making something for someone, because it's like you're putting all this effort into it for yourself. It's fine, it's cool, you feel good about it, and you can look at it and be like, I worked hard on that, that's great. But if you're giving it to someone, you're like, I put a lot of hard work and dedication into that, and you like it, it makes you feel really good, because it's like, I made that for you and you enjoy it. It's nice. But you know, Tia's for me. I love her. She's fine. I'll share it with you guys so you can be like, oh, that's cool, and then go to the next thing. But it was definitely fun to make a pop figure for myself, because I haven't done it in a long time, and she was just a really fun project. I love her hair. Her skirt was surprisingly really easy to do, because I don't know, like, I put it on her and it just, like, it folded just the right way, and I didn't have to do anything else. I'm really happy with how she turned out. She's so cool, and her hair looks like, I mean, not, the hair looks fine. The color of her hair looks like crap in here. I painted over it. You don't see that, but I didn't have to paint over it, because it looked fine when I was painting on it. It looked, you know, it was good. It was a good enough color, but when it dried, it, like, dried dark. I was like, not gonna work out. I added some yellow and a lot of red, and eventually I got it right. And all the other extra brown, because I had so much, went to my tree here. I didn't plan on using this brown for the tree, but you know, when you have extra paint and you don't want to throw it in the trash, you find a way to use it. A story about this tree too. I'm sure that you saw it in, like, a part of the frame, but I used, like, I forget what you call it. They're like puffy little liners that you use for, like, crafts, and I tried to make the tree with the puffy stuff, and the clay just would not stick. So eventually I remembered I had one of these liners, and I used that instead. But for a long period of time, I was trying to put clay on there, and I kept recording it, and it went in the trash. It went in the trash, man. It did not work out. I was getting kind of frustrated. But then we have our little tree. It looks fine now, especially with these cute little flower leaves. It's a cherry blossom tree. If you did not know, it's a cherry blossom tree with no cherries on it. But at first, I was going to, like, glue just a bunch of dots and then paint the dots, but then I decided that might look a little weird and ugly, so I used the yarn. I have so much yarn, which I also need to find a project to use that on. But anyway, super cute. Use the glue to make the water look more shiny. Gesso. And here's my baby. Isn't she so cute? I love her. I love the area she's on, the little flower garden. It's so fun. So Tiny is I'm very pleased with how it turned out, and I hope you are too. Y'all have a great day. Goodbye.